right, let's do the walkthrough for lesson 5. Variables. It's a tough one. All right, in this stage, our character needs to have enough energy to get to the pixie dust. Each square takes 10 units of energy to move. So I'm going to give energy 10. I'm going to move forward. Then I'm going to turn left. Then I'm going to move forward. Two times. In this one, I'm going to give the character enough energy to reach the pixie dust. So energy is 0 by default. So I need to give enough energy here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, which means I need 100 energy to get there. They have some code set up for me here. It says, while I have not reached the goal, if has path left, of course, I'm going to turn left. If has path right, I'm going to turn to the right. Otherwise, I am moving forward. Okay, in rocket jump, we need to give the character enough energy to jump over the gaps. And watch out, it costs 20 energy to jump since you travel technically 2 spaces. So if we look at where we're at, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice I'm counting the gap. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I need 150. And I'm going to say if has path left, turn left. If a gap ahead, jump, and she should run. All right, let's jump to number 5, which is just information that I went through in the intro video. Hack the trap. It looks like a trap. Set the L1 variable to the correct color displayed inside the circle. Disable the trap. Play the program on the right when you are ready to try it out. You don't need to use any forward commands in this puzzle. So, traps. We're going to say L1, and I'm going to do green because that's the color that's in the circle, and play it. And there we go. Okay, we covered this in class. Let loose. So in this one, there's a plant, but it's stronger than your average plant. You will need 2 arrows to take it down. You can't jump over it. So you have to use a new variable called ammo. And we need it to be at the value that it needs to be to eliminate the enemy before we move towards it. So just like energy, it starts at 0. I actually need 2 to get rid of this guy, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So 40 energy. And then I'm going to move. I don't like that there's no comments in here. So here we're going to check for for enemy in sight. And fire if there is one. So I'm going to say if enemy in sight, then I'm going to fire. Otherwise, I'm going to move forward. Okay, so this one we're going to use a new command, the get enemy health. This was the one new one that we had for this whole lesson. The get enemy health returns how many health points that enemy has left. So if you see it has ammo at 0, I know I need to put 3. I need to have enough to eliminate him. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 70 energy points to get to the end. In this one, I'm going to look for the health, and we're going to fire the amount of times that I need to based on his health. So if his health is equal to 3, I would fire 3 times. If his health was equal to 2, I would fire 2 times. So it'll go through this loop only whatever number of health that the enemy has left. And then we will say for I in range, and it's 7 squares that we're going to move forward. Okay, so we're going to do another trap here. So you have to match the color of the circle to disable the trap. So the first one is going to be blue. The second one is going to be green. So I'm going to say L1 blue, L2 green. That's all I need to do to get through that trap. I don't need any forwards. Welcome to the Jungle has 3 different ways to solve it. And I'm going to show you all 3. So, first of all, I know I need 170 for energy to get through. And if I look and count up my ammo, there's 11. So 2 3s, which is 6, then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, first way to get through here. I can get rid of this while and look at it this way. While not goal reached, I'm going to make a variable called health, and I'm going to set it to get enemy health. That's going to allow me to know how much arrows I'm going to need to shoot. Then, once I know that information, I can say for I in range, and I can use that health variable that now tells me how many arrows I need for that one, and then fire. And the bottom ones are going to stay the same regardless of the way I solve this. If there is a path to the left, I'm going to turn left. And also if there is a path to the right, turn right. And forward. I'm going to copy this for the next time through because I'm going to need it. So that's one way to solve it. And I'm going to replay it with another way to solve it. So again, I need that 170 energy, 11 ammo. I'm going to use the while loop this time, but I'm going to say while not reach goal and while get enemy health is greater than 0. So while the enemy still has some health left, I will fire. And then I will do this same set of if and else if. That's not going to change. It's going to do the same thing, but it's in the while loop. So when it sees an enemy, it will look at how much health it has, and it will shoot the number of times until that health is equal to 0. Then it'll move on to that if has path left, and then that else if path right. The final way to do this is even easier. I think those other two add a lot of code to it. I will again start with this, and I'm going to put the ifs here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that while get enemy health, they have health, I'm going to fire. That's it. I don't even need to look for over 0. I can just fire. Obstacle course also has 3 ways to solve it. I'm going to show you all 3 ways without running it so it doesn't take forever to go through here. So in this one, you're going to need 200 energy to get through. Each of these gaps, remember, count as an extra jump. So it comes out to 200, and I need 6 ammo for these 3 different plants. Now, one way to look at this is while I have not reached the goal, I can get enemy health, and put it in a variable though, health equals get enemy health, and then for I in range, and I'm going to use the value health, so however much health it has, how many times I have to hit it, I will fire my weapon. These are going to stay the same. So this first if is going to be is gap ahead. If there's a gap, we jump. This one has turn right, so that is A. Has path right, we go right. And finally, has path left, we go left. So this part is all under here. These will stay the same now. I'm just going to change this to solve it. So another way to solve this one is while get enemy health is greater than 0, again, I will fire. And then remember, I don't necessarily have to do that part. The easiest way to do it is just while get enemy health, fire. And it will shoot that many times. And our last one here is hack the trap number 3. Super easy. L1 is blue. Trap number 2 is green. I think that is orange. And then yellow. Oh, it's red. You might be like me and don't see colors quite correctly. Sorry about that. The quiz you can take on your own. I'm sorry this video was so long, but there was a lot in this one.